Hey sporting fans, welcome to another edition of Gutbuster TV. Today we are going across the nation, across the world. We are going to see wrestlers, we're going to see tag teams, we're going to hear and see from companies you've heard about and probably ones you should have heard about. So sit back, strap yourself in and enjoy the ride on Gutbuster TV. Let's take a look now at Real Canadian Wrestling, RCW. We've featured them a few times on the show. Today, we're going to take a look at a card they had called Breakdown, which happened in Edmonton. And I got to tell you, it was a fun, action-packed card. There was a lot of really good wrestling. Keep in particular note, you'll notice a guy in this compilation of matches. You'll notice a guy with a painted face taking on a thinner guy with black shorts. Those are Knight and the original Marky. These are two incredible cruiserweights who put on a heck of a show there. But the main event, nothing could take away from the fact that Scott Justice faced Heavy Metal. And in this match, Heavy Metal manages to pull the whole ring apron off and pile drive, not once, not twice, but an astounding 3 times to Scott Justice go through the wood. It was intense, it was incredible, and we're gonna take you there right now. Wow, what a great card. You know what? RCW regularly touring across the province of Alberta, regular shows in Edmonton, Red Deer, and Calgary. Check them out. Go see RCW. You're going to see some great action, some great Canadian talent. And who knows, maybe you'll see Heavy Metal do one more of his dastardly deeds.
Tim, every time I come out here, I see all this amazing apparel. What's the inspiration behind Squared Circle? I've always wondered that.
Yeah, well, Squared Circle stems back way back when they used to fight in carnivals, circuses. Everyone used to form a circle when people used to fight, the crowd. It still happens today in high school, junior high. It's kind of as the barrier. As the sport evolved, they put ropes, as you see now, as a barrier. So before the circle, now they're squared, and we've got Squared Circle.
And every time you hear Squared Circle, you know, you hear it in wrestling, you hear it in fighting, you hear it in boxing. They always refer to a ring.
Absolutely.
And so, Squared Circle apparel, what exactly are we targeting here?
The ring. Anything inside of a ring. If it's in a ring, it's our thing.
Excellent. Well, folks, come on down and check out Squared Circle Apparel. SquaredCircleApparel.com for all your shopping needs. Some great merchandise. Say hi to Tim, he may even give you a suplex.
You know what? Talk about companies that are the little companies with spunk, the little companies that could. Look at NWWA out of Portland, Oregon. These guys, each time growing bigger and bigger. Matches getting much more exciting. And let's face it, they do tend to go a bit on the violent side. And I know, folks, we've had to edit some things. We couldn't really show you some of the footage we got in. But today we're going to look at a regular weekend they have called Rage in the Cage, where, ironically enough, everybody is in a cage fighting. Most of the wrestlers are named in there. Take a good look at them. Take particular note of our good friend, Chief Atakula Kula, once again showing why, or even how does this guy survive with the amount of violence he does on people. But sit back and watch NWWA.
He comes from, oh! Are in shell shock, seeing their favorites completely, oh! Beautiful super kick, beautiful flying savant. The match right here. Oh my God! Quits the veteran with the, oh! Going on in the corner. Beautiful! Oh! Double super kick. Oh! Dominic Hess does have one of the best super kicks in the business, as does his partner. And again, beautiful standing drop kick from the champion. Champion coming back, or the challenger, excuse me, the challenger coming back. And everything the challenger can do, the champion can do better. Taking a beat and EQ's coming back. Ooh. The challenger being abused by the champion. Well, I was going to say, if these men don't get it together and get on the same page, they're not going to be tag team champions for long, because the talent, the tag team talent in the NWWA is second to none. That'll be Draven Vargas. That's my prediction. But regardless who wins, they're going to come out closer. They're going to come out better for it. Draven Vargas. That's a fact. Oh, Mac. That's it. We may have. No, just a 2 count. Just a 2 count. He's going over his feet. And maybe biggest mistake, mocking a man like Andrew Watson. Are you kidding me? Collar and elbow. Pushing the championship back up. The refs need to be a little bit more on top of this. I got a feeling there may be some payload going off in the back. I'll have to investigate. Measuring the challenger. He's able to reverse. Beautiful maneuver, reversing into the side of the local hero. And it's a Chivo. Both men to try to decide. No! Right into his skull. No! That perfect tool. Looking for that Kodak moment. Oh. Even though he is an expert at this kind of match. Oh no. Oh, that's a look.
Wow, Rage in the Cage was so exciting. Did anyone catch that I threw an extra W in there? W for wrestling? It's not really NWWA, it's NWWA. They're the Northwest Wrestling Alliance, and definitely they are a fun group, and we look forward every month to seeing what they have, and let's see what they bring us next month.
Welcome, folks, to this week's edition of Spotlight on Indie Wrestling, featuring the stars of real Canadian wrestling. I'm your host, the Legend T James Logan, and with me,
J.W. Shaw.
Jay, we are sitting here watching an interesting matchup today. Brandon Van Danielson, the very scary-looking bald man with the beard, taking on brash upcomer and newcomer to you, I believe, Jeremy Joseph. Fresh evening. Michael Richard Blaze, God's gift to wrestling, taking on the enigmatic Knight. Knight with a tremendous kick. And oh, look at that. God's gift to wrestling. Meet the mat. Oh, and look at this. Knight climbing to the high rent district. Whoa, coming down with a tremendous double sledge to the back of both these guys.
You should be taking advantage of this.
You're right. You are right, Jay. When this MRB taking too long, glaring at the fans. But oh, tremendous jackhammer suplex.
You talk about big, you talk about scary. Well, the next tag team that we're going to introduce here on Gutbuster TV has that encapsulated right when you see these guys. We're talking about the Spirit of Detroit, Cassidy and Jonte Keith. Here are two, they may look a little mismatched, they may look a little different, but together they are a cohesive unit that is wrecking destruction across the United States. Keep your eyes on Spirit of Detroit. Maybe book them, take a look.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Like I said, talk about devastation, talk about a spectacle. Spirit of Detroit, look at the end of our credits. You can take a look at how to book these guys. They'd be an exciting addition just about on any card anywhere in the world.
In the brave new world of internet media, it is important to hire the best team to enable you to reach your customers and share your story. Starting at the planning and development stage and working through to the finished product, Brass Media Canada uses the latest and leading edge technology and the top talent in their field to bring your message to the internet. You can find us on the web at www.brassmedia.ca.
You know what? Next, we're going to jump over to our old friends at Elite Championship Wrestling. We're talking ECCW out of Vancouver. We've had them on the show before. We've seen a lot of their clips, but let's this time go back into the vault a little bit. And I'm so happy they sent me this clip. I have been a Nicole Matthews fan for years. I've followed her career, followed her through Western Canada, followed her in Shimmer. Now, we get to see this unique match where she took on the ECCW champion in a tap-out or knockout match for the championship belt. Now, at the end, it's a little ambiguous. I know if you can look online, you do see that Nicole Matthews won her first belt in this match. It's incredible stuff. Take a look at one of the toughest, most beautiful ladies you're going to see taking on a guy who is no slouch himself. We're talking Nicole Matthews versus Bishop, 2015, the Commodore Ballroom. This is what ECCW is all about.
However, this time, you can only win by tap out or knockout.
That's the key right there.
It's for the ECCW Championship. The referee assigned to the matchup, official Rod Richards. Introducing first, the challenger. Weighing in today, 139 pounds from Gutbuster TV. You voted her the most popular wrestler of 2014. And you voted her 2014's Wrestler of the Year. She is a former ECCW champion, Nicole Matthews.
Unbelievable.
It is true that the fans voted Nicole into many things, including this match. But the passion of the fans.
Her opponent, accompanied to the ring this evening by the Goddess Mandy. He weighs in at 262 pounds. From Biff Tanning's Paradise Palace in historic downtown Hill Valley.
Oh.
It is our short place.
Reigning and defending ECCW champion, Bishop! Tap out or knockout for the ECCW championship.
And that, what Scotty Sweatervest just said there, that's the key. Tap out or knockout. And it is for the big belt, ECCW Championship.
Like we were saying before, I like to call things right down the middle, but I mean, in terms of knockout, at the very least, it's kind of like a golf ball trying to knock out a medicine ball. It's
You're right, it is hard to imagine Nicole Matthews knocking out Bishop.
I mean, even at terminal velocity, there's not a lot to her.
She is one hell of a wrestler, the wrestler of 2014. But for her to knock out Bishop, we are just going to have to see. Or tap him out. She can tap him out. And look right away, the big man.
This could be it right here. This could be the shortest main event in Commodore Ballroom history. Oh, wait.
She got out of it, and there you go.
Oh, right to the outside already.
That's what Nicole's going to have to rely on. Look at her going right up. Don't give him a minute to recover, Nicole.
Nicole raising
right,
the stick.
oh! One of the second table that was set up Oh, this could just end it.
Well, Bishop seems to have a plan.
If he's planning on knocking her out.
I shudder to think it's what's going through Bishop's mind. Again, we've seen a lot of brutality tonight.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me right
now. Oh, no.
Bishop, he's right up on the stage to our left.
Oh, looks like Bishop's leaving. He might have said enough with this match. I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, good Lord! Oh! Bishop being sent through that table, tried to go through Nicole Matthews as well, but Nicole getting out of the way.
I don't even know what to say about what we just saw. Nicole Matthews, thank God, got out of the way.
Oh! Nicole, don't do this now. Nicole Matthews climbing up to the top of that ladder. Nicole, she can't be thinking of doing what I think she might be.
Unbelievable.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
The carnage and bodies laying here. Bodies and tables are strewn everywhere.
She might have knocked herself out with that one.
We're up to a 4 count now. Both Nicole Matthews and Bishop feeling the effects of that. And Nicole is up!
Oh my goodness.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. You know what? I had shivers watching Nicole Matthews come off the top of that ladder. The lady has guts. After that, she had a belt. Tune in though to more of what ECCW. We'll bring you some more clips from them that are a little newer, but that was just a delicious kind of dip into the vault to see some of the past action. I just didn't want to dismiss that because it's pretty groundbreaking when such a beautiful talent like Nicole Matthews can run with boys. It's becoming more and more prevalent these days. Some of these women wrestlers are incredible. Don't discount them. They're not the days of lingerie and all that other ridiculous stuff. There's some great women athletes, and we'll be continuing to show more of them on Gutbuster TV.
Top rope battle royal. The power and the size, the sheer size of massive damage. This over the top rope down to the floor. He's out of this.
That's our first elimination of this match.
Knight and Sanchez double teaming massive damage. Pressing Knight up over the top rope.
What strength, what power.
Casey Andrews on his way to the ring with the legendary Abu Wazal. And there we have the number 2 seed in the tournament, the wild child Tyler James. Tyler James can feel the momentum and now back up on his feet. Now this could be a mistake here. Yeah! Kyle off the second rope! Reverses that into an arm drag. Slam taking him down. Lightning quick maneuvers from Mentolo. Head scissors and Disco shrugged him off. And now Mentolo grabbing a chair. He needs to be careful here. What are you doing here?
I'm here to scout the finals because I need to know who I'm taking this championship right here from.
Yeah,
oh, look at this guy now. Seriously, this guy?
Whoever comes out on top of this tournament tonight will be the first ever CNWA national champion. All the prestige that comes along with that championship.
The smart choice is to give up, but I know Bobby Sharp, and he wants this title more than anything.
Look at that little rascal. It's amazing, astounding, the rise through the ranks of CNWA that Casey Andrews has made, and this could just be his crowning achievement.
It's absolutely not legal. He's absolutely not legal. He's absolutely not legal. Bobby Sharp, if he hits a frog splash, this could be it. This is his move.
Bobby Sharp!
He's got him with the frog splash. 1, 2.
The CNWA national champion. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has been from the opening match, from the Battle Royal, all the way through this tournament. These men fighting for their lives, fighting for the thrill of their career.
The Prairie Wrestling Alliance, PWA. You've seen them a few times on this show. I always called it my home promotion. It's where I started watching indie wrestling, still loving it to this day. As a matter of fact, as I'm sitting here recording this episode, I am off to go see them at their Night of Champions coming up, which will feature the first time I've ever seen two women in a cage match. We'll talk about that down the road, what happens, but take a look at this card. I'm not even going to take the time to explain stuff because our good friend, Big Bad Boris, sent over a voiceover on this, trying to explain a bit of it.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to another edition of PWA Wrestling on Gutbuster TV. My name is Big Bad Boris, and this time around we're going to take a look at highlights from our April 8th, 2017 Apocalypse Live event in Calgary. Let's go to it.
Once more, tons of action. Great to see Brett Morgan really establishing himself as the PWA champion, but Michael Richard Blaze, many people say he is definitely the future of Western Canadian wrestling, every time I see him is exciting, and I think Brett Morgan's really going to have his hands full for the next while, and MRB just may someday be the king of PWA. Well, folks, that's another edition of Gutbuster TV, but I want you guys to know we're not just a clip show. We've also, here at Gutbuster TV, we've been going out and we've been shooting live events. You're going to see some of those in the upcoming episodes. You're going to see portions of special interviews. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. But also remember, wrestling promoters and wrestlers themselves, if you think that you should be being promoted here on Gutbuster TV, get a hold of us. You can find it at gutbustermedia@gmail.com. If you want to get us officially, you can also check us out, fans, too. All right? You check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you know what? We even have our own site. Check that out, gutbustertv.com. We've got a lot of projects and a lot of things that we want to do and things we're doing. And you know what? You want to get in the mix, fans, promoters, wrestlers, get a hold of us. Well, that's been another exciting edition of Gutbuster Television. We'll see you next week.